Welcome viewers back to Phoenix Point, where we are picking up where we left off last time and jumping right into the infested haven Kuara. Leader Rasmus Ekstrom. It's nighttime. Extreme conditions. The teams are ready to go. We ended last mission with a rundown. We are bringing Scooby here. Despite Scooby not being that valuable on a infected hive mission. Alright, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's see how the B team does in yet another infected haven. This one, again, Anu. They seem to have succumbed to a lot of infection early on. Maybe that explains why we didn't really see them. This is quite a large map. It looks like there's our infection epicenter way over there. We have a mist sentinel visible, as well as what looks like a Disciples of Anu berserker with something stuck to his face. I believe Jen specializes in shooting things off of people's faces. Looks like Jen only has a shot here or here. I think we're going to run for here. Now we did get a second enemy spotted there. That was probably this guy. That is what appears to be a brute alpha. I thought it was going to be a scourge, but no, that's a brute. That means he is not wielding any special weapons. He's just tough, and you don't want him to get close melee. He does have a spitterhead. We'll avoid that guy if we can. Right now, though, it's Jen. Jen targeting with the Gungnir into a face that we can't see. Let's see if this guy does any animations that brings his head higher. Looks like he's right there. That seemed to be about it. Now, hopefully we'll be able to shoot past this thing that's breathing. And yes, took it straight off his face. Didn't do any damage to that guy. That was some excellent marksmanship. Jen Donnie. We are left to contemplate what to do with a Myth Sentinel and an Arthron Brute Alpha. There's undoubtedly some other nasty surprises waiting in store for us. Scooby has a good idea of what to do with brute alphas, though. On first turn, that's sort of when Scooby's rockets are most valuable, when the enemy's most likely to be clumped up. If we do rocket here, it's probably going to knock you through to the lower floor there, and also apparently we drove a little too far, so we're not going to get a rocket off on the first turn. Thought for sure I was clicking into the correct tile there. Alright, we did pick up another Arthron and what appears to be a Chiron Aplu. Chiron Aplu, I think he is going to have poison worms, right? Yes, poison worms from an Aplu. Unfortunately, not enough rockets to reach that far. And the other Arthron that we picked up was a Tyrant. Looks like a Tyrant is armed with a machine gun. Not quite as much armor as the Brute Alpha. Okay, what to do next? We're going to whip out the Spider Cannon next. That Brute Alpha can probably come down and harass us pretty far. Why don't you get those spiders out as a distraction? Distraction spiders go. Let's try not to hit any terrain with them. They're sort of prone to bouncing off walls and disintegrating. And then Charlie's probably going to run forward with the rest of his turn. We'll see. Alright. Potentially we could dash you pretty far here. Don't think you're going to be able to kill that guy in one turn, though. We also have Mist. Mist is ready to take a high leap. Jet Jump could get you up here. There is a willpower section over there. Let's do it. Take one more peek at these guys. There's no special ability, so that means the Chiron isn't accompanied by an Acheron, which is a pleasant surprise. And we do have a second sniper in the background. I don't think she's going to have any shots, although saying that, it does seem like she's getting a shot on the Sentinel. She will be invisible, so there's a potential that that does quite a bit of damage. Yeah, that could be a one-shot kill there, followed by a vanish. We'll use a little bit of willpower so she can move after shooting. Let's see if she can make it. Wow, one shot, one kill on a Sentinel. First turn. I love the Gungnir. That is a nice sniper rifle. And it helps to put it in the hands of someone who knows how to use it. She's going to vanish and run over that way. No, I take it back. You will run here. Juliana is not too scared. There is a potential machine gun coming for us way out there, but can't get very far. I believe that kind of filled in orange dome is either his detection radius or his move radius. Not sure why this guy doesn't have one. Maybe it's detection radius and he's just not aware of us. That's a possibility. But then you'd think everybody would see it, have it. So I think that's got to be gun range. Since nobody else has a gun, that's why we're not seeing it. Still not quite sure. Alright, Tyzok. Let's get you out here and cover this way, maybe? Does this building here open up? Yeah, it looks like there's another level down there. So it might make more sense to just keep you guys centered. Let's get you into some cover back here. And we'll set you up for an overwatch. In case anything wants to attack Scooby. And then Scooby, I guess you're safe there. Mist. Make sure you're moving forward. But you don't have to go any further than that. And Charlie. Yeah, you're okay running forward. We have the spiders to screen us. I should have reloaded you probably. What did you see, Charlie? You saw a new... Ooh. An Anu assault trooper really far away. That might be something that Mist can take care of for us. It's pretty far. We'll see. Let's just have you keep charging. And here we go. Another assault closer than the last. Can probably get some shots off. Oh! Okay, shot his berserker buddy. That's not too terrible. Of all the targets he could have picked, that's probably the one we're happiest with. The Aplu is ready with the poison worms. Landing way over there. Probably close to Charlie. He didn't like that we shot his Mist Sentinel turn 1. Another berserker. Under mind control. And the Tyrant just seems confused. Okay, the venomous Myrmidons in the back line are always a little bit of a challenge. Wow. An unexpected Overwatch success. That so rarely happens. Oh, and he took out 2 of the spiders with that. I think we still have 3 mind controls to deal with, and a whole lots on the board right now. This seems like a no-brainer. We're just gonna detonate. Alright, spider drones are gone. This guy is bleeding 20 at 70, but his attack is gone, so that thing's useless. This is not bleeding much. It was a brute alpha. Disabled one arm, so it's still sort of a problem. Alright, this guy I thought was on this building, but it turns out he's way back here. There's one here. One there. Where is... Wasn't there 4 of those? No, there were only 3. Okay. So that one is a berserker. And these 2 are... assault. I think our best bet here with this one would be to hit him in the face, but it looks like we won't have enough move to do that, unfortunately. Which means maybe you can shoot him with your crossbow in the face? Will a crossbow shot in the face be enough to take one of those out? Well, if we go here, we have 2 shots. And one's enough to do it. That's good. Let's reload your crossbow with some of your remaining juice. Or all of it, I guess. Jen could set up to get that. Hold on. Jen has a pistol and would like to pistol these 3 things. Not sure the pistol is really going to do it, unfortunately. It's a Hera, does 10 damage. And 7 paralysis. These things all have 5 strength, so 1 shot from the paralysis gun does paralyze them for 2 turns. But it's not super satisfying. Let's try it anyway, just as starting point. Guess we're using willpower here.
You like that? Engaging.
1 down. Let's keep using willpower. We do have 3 more points, so we could get closer and still have 2 to spare.
Let's go.
Let's make sure we're shooting fresh ones every time. Okay, all 3 of those are paralyzed for 2 turns. I don't think that's going to be enough. Probably gonna have to kill them. But let's hold off and see if we can't take out this Arthron. So we do have a shot on the Arthron here. Unfortunately, it's not the greatest shot. We could hit it in the arm and maybe kill it, but if we hit these shields, we're not going to do it. Let's go for the willpower shot here. Unfortunately, using her willpower on the Fade last turn turns out to be useless. Like, if you're seen, you're just seen, it seems like. You have to come around behind things. Does this guy make any moves that might make the shot easier? Yeah, he kind of stretches out a little bit. Let's get him when he does that. Oops, I missed. Right now. Alright.
One less to worry about.
Good shot. Like, Citizen Eileen is just a solid contributor. She never seems to flail. Alright, we do have a Berserker here. Unfortunately, Berserkers can't use... you can overwatch with their pistol. It does do a lot of damage. I guess this is more of a sawed-off shotgun than a pistol. Let's see, if I run you here, you can give us a pretty good overwatch as this thing comes around the corner. Potentially it goes through there instead, so let's spread it like that. Jen, I think you're going to have to just hang back and
let's go.
Kill more worms, honestly. Maybe we can, actually, what we do with worms, now that they're paralyzed, is we can stomp them. We'll have Tyzok stomp them. With a rapid clearance, if only you had a melee weapon, Tyzok. With rapid clearance, we could probably just hit them. Can we punch things with the shield? I don't think so. Yeah, unfortunately no. So we're still going to use rapid clearance. I guess we'll punch these with... We'll try punching with the assault rifle. And if that isn't effective, we'll switch to shooting them. Here goes nothing. Okay, good. So that does a little damage to her equipment, but doesn't take any action points or ammo, which is nice. I think the rifle will survive. As long as we don't do this too many times in one round. Okay, and potentially we just step forward or dash forward even. Willpower 8. Let's just step forward. We have 2 shots left. We'll shoot the damaged Myrmidon from here. Maybe even with this.
Aiming.
Is that gonna do it? Yeah. Nice. A very satisfying Grizz explosion there. Alright, and then Tyzok, if you go hide, you won't get shot by that Anu trooper who I wish you could have been there to take him out last turn.
On my way.
Scooby, on the other hand, can probably send some rockets down this way. I don't think it's wise to hit these guys with rockets. Probably going to kill them. But we can shred some armor off the Chiron, hopefully. Although, always a good chance that we just hit terrain by accident. We've also got that guy we can shoot at. Did have a weapon. Such a conundrum. Let's shoot one over here. Maybe we'll try to shoot one volley at one and one volley at the other. Oh, we only get one volley with this guy. Never mind. Ah, good. We disabled a leg, did some bleed. Scooby's gonna stay there and absorb some hits, hopefully. Mist doesn't really have much to contribute here except grenades. Because this gun takes three points to fire, and it's just the spread is ridiculous, so we need to get closer. I think we'll move forward and not do Boom Blast. Actually, I just can't help myself. It's Boom Blast. Boom Blast or nothing. I take it back. We're going to move forward and not do Boom Blast because we just don't have the range, so we'll step forward. And almost in range. Not quite. So maybe what we have you do actually is just Overwatch. And you'll do a close range Overwatch. Just in case somebody wants to come up here and challenge you. There is a ladder here, so yeah, let's make sure nobody's doing anything crazy.
Providing Overwatch.
And then Citizen Eileen already fired this turn, so she's just going to advance and hope nothing shoots at her. There are a couple assault rifles pointing this direction, so I guess she'll take some cover. That kind of leaves Jen out in the open. He'll probably be the target of choice. There's also a Siren Hellion. Great. I'm glad we didn't waste our Boom Blast in that case. Tyrant with machine gun is just going to shield. The Aplu is firing more poison worms, as expected. All 3 landed. Oof, and we disabled a wing there, but it's still going to get some poison damage on our buddy. Oh! Yep, 30 poison. Disabled an arm, too. That's kind of the worst outcome for a Berserk. The other Berserk heals the Chiron, that's awesome. And the assault troop is moving forward. He's gonna get his face shot off in a second. It's got a shotgun, that's interesting. Okay, this is really annoying, unfortunately. Disabled arm means we're not going to be able to attack with this. He still does have his stomp attack. But I guess these guys can just go around shooting worms for us for hopefully for a while. Do want to kill that first though. So do we have a shot on that thing from here? Maybe. Maybe close enough. If not, we'll shoot it with somebody else. Okay, because back here we do still have Charlie, right? Yeah, Charlie here. You have to take out 2 worms and a venomous myrmidon. What happens if you run to this one? Can you attack it in any way? Yes, okay, so the arm being down isn't breaking your attack ability, that's good. And then I guess you can run forward. First though, Charlie's gonna try to blast both of these. Hopefully Charlie's got enough aim or ammo in the crossbow to carry us through the mission on killing worms. Because that's really what you're most valuable for. Okay, Scooby. Let's get more rockets out. Who do we want to hit the most? Probably this pair, honestly, or the siren. Let's hit the siren. That's more of an immediate danger. Alright, and then Mist, you're going to do something very similar. Warcry here only affects the close guy, unfortunately, so you're not going to do that. You're just going to Boom Blast. And then blast away. Siren first.
Attack successful.
Okay, disabled an arm, not good enough. We need to disable that head, please. Okay, tail's better. It is bleeding, but it's only bleeding 20. And we have some serious threats still to contend with. Citizen Eileen here. Could take that guy's face. Could take the siren's head. Could try to do both. We do have 13 willpower, so that's plenty. I guess siren first is probably the call. She's got the head. Undeniably an awesome character. That thing's dead. Great. Then we'll take the quick aim and the second shot at this thing. Nice. Freed him. This is going swimmingly well. Okay. Do we have another target? Yeah, so Jen can step forward and get maybe a shot on that guy in the far back. That would be a lucky shot. Let's move you forward and quick aim it. So if we quick aim first. And then I can see where your best shot is from. I think it is probably here. Although you are going to be exceptionally vulnerable from that Arthron. And you missed. That is unfortunate. Okay. I believe this is going to be a point blank attack here. Unfortunately, that will leave you to this. Yeah, that just leaves you way too close to that berserker. So we're not going to do that yet. Anybody else? Nobody else is really available to move. Maybe I put you here and we take some shots
For the
at
push.
the mind-controlled buddy. It's probably gonna hurt him, but we might get it. Got it.
Target down.
Got it, and did almost no damage to him. Excellent. He is kind of in a precarious spot, but he'll thank us later. I don't want you to be getting shot by the machine gun. I think you're in a pretty safe place where you are, actually. So what we could do is deploy your shield here. And then Scooby can just move out and engage as cover. This Berserker is going to be bleeding. It's going to take 30 damage. Does need health. I guess Charlie could try to heal you if you survive. Yeah, you're going to survive. It's going to be fine, buddy. Don't worry. You have your own med kit. You can heal yourself. You just need 2 points. You just need to survive 1 turn. Unlike the Siren there, who did not survive. We're gonna get another worm barrage, I imagine. Speaking of worms, there is a couple worms and a mine fragger alerted on top of the building. Mine fragger's a little far away to do anything, but the Chiron is launching its barrage. A couple on the roof behind us. And it does have a good machine gun blast at the Berserker who was just freed. Sorry, buddy. I knew that would happen, but sometimes you just gotta take it. Let's actually start with you, because I think you can probably destroy this Chiron for us, right? Let's see, if we throw you here, you could stomp, or you could hit this for 160 damage. Seems reasonable. Yeah, you're a brave guy. That's only 1 shot. The other one, I guess you'll just run back to cover. This guy's pretty dangerous. I think our best bet here is to shoot the mine fragger. If we do that, we're probably going to get hit by a few worms. We also have Mist, who could come down. Or step forward a bit more and fire another grenade.
Targets in sight.
1 mine fragger, 4 worms, one of which is an acid worm, the rest are poison. Chiron and an Arthron, so nothing really new there. Good. We might be able to hit them both. Very unlikely to really happen. We'll see what really happens. Oh, got a good hit on an Arthron who did lose his machine gun arm and his spitter head, so that was a good grenade. Very nice toss. These poison worms are a problem, though. Eileen would love to help with the worms, but she's in no position for that. Jen, on the other hand. Let's see, Jen could run up here and get 1 worm shot. Eileen, could you run up and get another one? Yeah, that's 2 worms. And then I guess you're the 3rd, so let's pick your shield up first. You know what? We might be able to have you kill them all if we can do rapid clearance here. This time... Oof, actually, I probably should have checked to see if we could see that thing first. It's on the other side. Guess you can get here. And blast it. That was a free shot. Potentially could get that mine fragger with a free shot. No, you don't see it for some reason. It's over this way, isn't it? Yeah, I guess it's behind the planter. Bummer. Okay. You could get the Arthron, but we don't need to kill him. He's gonna bleed out. And you don't have enough will to run up the stairs. Okay, this was kind of a bad plan, turns out. What if we run you here? That will leave you with a shot on a few choices. Ooh, and there's a new Triton on scene. The thing has a sniper rifle. Crap.
Something feels weird.
What's your shot here look like? Not bad. Nice.
Okay, we're safe
And then we
for
can
now.
put another shot on the Aplu, who has a couple damaged legs. Let's get another leg. Yeah, legs are the best bet. 20 armor everywhere, pretty much. Okay. There's a couple worms up there. There's a Triton over that way. We could get a bead on that Triton, I think. Maybe. No. No chance of shooting the Triton. We do have a chance of shooting the Aplu, though. What if we hit it twice? Could we take it out this turn? Possibly. I think that's worth doing, except that we don't have the quick aims. So we could follow it up with a shot here, but both of you are going to end up poisoned if we do that. If I hold you a little back here, you could probably take it out and still have a quick aim to... Oh, hold on, you have mark for death even. Let's make sure we mark it for death. And then... You don't really have enough willpower for a quick aim, so we'll hold your willpower. We're gonna shoot its torso. And then we'll let Jen do the second shot. And we're hoping for a kill, Jen. What did it look like? Yeah, that's a kill. Very nice. Alright, the rest of our team here, we're going to heal this guy. Which doesn't bring his arm back, but he's okay without an arm. And then this Disciples of Anu Berserker, you can actually run up here and give us some overwatch to try to take out those worms. Let's try to keep our friends out of the cone. Actually, let's see if we can take those out some other way before we even set up your overwatch. I'll do a reload here. And right now the only enemy that we're worried about is that Triton. The worms are sort of secondary. They're going to creep a little bit closer, but probably not destroy us. If we have overwatches here, we'll probably be fine. Although there's a chance we kill our buddies. Because we're terrible shots. We'll see. Alternatively, we can use Scooby for this. Scooby does have another rocket. I'd really rather get it on the Triton, honestly, but it's probably more sensible to shoot these worms. That'll save us. And Disciples of Anu won't mind that we destroy their property. Jen can actually run for cover after that as well, which
Looks dangerous.
may save him from the Triton. And we have another place here we can overwatch. This guy's got a shotgun, not the greatest for overwatching. Instead, shotgun, actually both of these are dead next turn. So yeah, what we're gonna do is just maybe run you into light cover here, so you can set up for a shot next turn. Maybe use yourself as bait. Car runs down. Panicked Arthron. 5 will points down on the Triton. There's a couple worms scooting in. They're a little inconsequential. Only 2 of them so far. Only 3 of them so far. You really want to get us smashing through the windows. Triton spit out some mist. Interesting. Not sure why he did that. Didn't want us to see him, but then came running out. We can actually shoot this guy in the back of the head with a shotgun here from point blank. Always the best shotgun position. Unfortunately, it's not a kill. We can take out the arm here, though, I think. If I can reach it. And that will at least disable his weapon. Ooh. Tried to hide and run away, but he immediately revealed himself. Okay, Tyzok is doing great. She's going to take a similar shotgun blast from point blank. She only has 2 willpower, so we're not messing around with willpower stuff. And that is a kill. Alright, and the rest of you are going to do some worm hunting. Let's get Scooby out of the way. You know, Scooby can actually run up here now and just... Oops, that was not Scooby. That's a problem. Misclick there. Running Citizen Eileen, our best sniper, running her all the way forward into worm territory. I guess we're going to do some boom blasting to try to save her now. Luckily we have plenty of grenades. And plenty of targets.
Kill confirmed. Right? Here goes nothing.
Wow, that was an amazing shot slotted between the walls like that. We'll have Jen run forward and cover the last one with an overwatch. I'm not really sure where this guy's coming through. Probably onto the ground, and we can just... Oh, you know what? That is not the best angle, is it, Jen? Maybe we'll do a pistol overwatch instead from a closer position. There we go. Scooby, you were the one I was trying to run forward. Let's actually just pull you out of there. You're not doing anyone any good. Maybe even send you home. Is there any vac? Yes. Yeah, we'll send you out of here, Scooby. You're just in the way at this point. Charlie 1 can run forward and contribute to the overwatch with the crossbow. And then the rest of the Anu team, they're going to start scouting the big scary monster up ahead if they can get that far. Which should be in this building, right? How have we not seen it yet? There's no entrance on this level. Huh. Usually there's a ground level entrance, but in this case, the only entrance is up here. Guess you'll head back this way. A new Arthron on board. This guy stopped being panicked, but I'm not certain there's anything he's ever going to be able to do. This ass worm goes the long way, so we don't get our shots on him. And that's a tyrant with a machine gun and shield. It's another mindfragger coming out. Although the mindfragger's staying hidden. We should be able to take that mindfragger out with one of the berserkers. Where are my 2 berserkers? One here who can't quite reach, and the other one here who also is nowhere near reaching. Okay. So we just have one Arthron way back there to worry about. Before we get there, let's just go pop some of these things. Let's see, our best bet here is on the mindfragger with a shotgun. Unfortunately, it's gonna be behind cover. That's really annoying. So I guess you're gonna run out as bait. And you'll pop the worm. We need another bait here, or should you run toward that? Let's get to ambush that thing by being over here. Let's just send you out this way. Get everybody grouped up the stairs. Citizen Eileen has a master marksman shot at that guy. Just not sure. Let's see. Mist, your best bet is to hop back and grab the willpower, which that didn't quite do it. There we go. Give 3 will points back to everybody, and then I guess drop a grenade on the mine fragger. Maybe you'll blow its cover at least. Oh, that is an awkward angle. I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, you did a bunch of damage. Good. It is bleeding 20, so it's going to survive, but now we should have a shot from Citizen Eileen at it. Or at least I was hoping. If she moves here with a quick aim, which she can do because of the willpower refresh there, she can get us a shot on it. And if not, we'll run away. So nice. Okay, Jen, you're just heading toward the stairs. Actually, Jen, if you could get the Gungnir out, maybe you're our best hope for getting a snipe on that Arthron in the distance. I think your best bet is still going to be an Overwatch here. And maybe wait till it gets close enough to shoot at us, I guess.
Holding position.
Alright, and then Tyzok, yeah, you're heading up the stairs. And then Scoob, I really thought you'd be out of here. Can you leave for us? Thanks, buddy. Alright, Charlie 1, you could probably get some... You could probably get up here and get some spiders in there, right? Spider drones should be able to take out, or at least blow up near the nasty infector thing. It also looks like there's something left wandering around in here, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that. And I think that's everybody. Let's go ahead and switch to the next turn. Oof, there's at least 2 more either worms or... Not sure what happened there. Was it blowing up on a spider? We managed to hit his gun. Didn't do enough damage. The other tyrant's running away, that's fine. And a Myrmidon, that's also fine. That is not fine, that's an enemy mindfragger who's coming in and jumping on Tyzok. Tyzok is used to getting fragged. She can take it. Unfortunately, we don't have a Berserker close enough. I was hoping the Berserker could hit it, but we're gonna go in and look around the corner with this drone first thing. Good, it's just a worm. We're gonna blow it up anyway, because that won't hurt anybody else. Okay, and then Citizen Eileen, that looks like a pistol shot to me. What do you think?
Okay.
Maybe if you were closer.
Need a better position.
Not quite, huh? Alright, 2 shots, maybe? Hold on. Did we really just paralyze the mindfragger, but not kill it? How many AP do you have left? You have 1 AP. I'm going to quick aim you so you get 2 more shots just in case it's not a kill. And let's see what free aim here looks like. I think we're going to hit it
Okay.
1 more time, and this should take it off. And that was a terrible mistake, yes. At least we didn't do any damage to your buddy. But that was a waste.
I'm listening.
Juliana's out for the count. We have Jen ready to head in. Before she goes in, we're going to use the spider drones to scout it. It looks like we can drop down and blow up on it. So one going down here. And these aren't going to do a whole lot to it, but they are shredding a little bit of armor. And the more armor we can get off of this thing, the better. So we'll send both of these downstairs for the shred. Alright, and it does look like this is going to be a pain. If this thing has the ability that lets it stomp, it's going to be hard to send people in there without getting hurt. Viral pulse. Yeah, I'm not sure if that viral infection damaging nearby creatures. Yeah, I think it just does like a explosive damage that hurts everybody around it, which is a pain. I guess we could send somebody up to drop grenades down from the ceiling.
Comms online.
So let's try that. Not sure if you're going to be able to get over that lump if you jump here, so I'll send you here. And there's no way down.
Looks dangerous.
And you can't actually see it down there. That's too bad. Okay, Jen. It is your turn to run up the stairs. I'm guessing the top of the stairs here is safe-ish. But we don't know for sure. Charlie, we don't have any reloads left. So I guess your job is to run in and get a grenade on there. Let's jump to the top of the stairs, see if that keeps you safe. Not sure what the range on this guy's viral pulse is going to be. Doesn't really tell me. Something is getting brighter there when I hover him. So I think that's the viral pulse range. That's ridiculous. That's like outside of the building. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. Okay, Charlie does have a grenade, but not enough movement to launch it, and I think everybody else has finished their move, so here we go with the enemy's turn. We have one left alive back here. The viral pulse, it doesn't seem to have hit anybody. Tyrant's close enough to shoot. Disables the head on our friendly Berserker, and a Myrmidon comes from the ceiling. Alright, well that means that Mist here is going to have to take some shots at this Myrmidon. I wonder if you can... Yeah, you can't get over there close enough, so you're gonna have to grenade it. Hopefully it'll fall through.
Can I do this?
Oh good, it did fall through, that's good. Flew through down a step. Disabled a wing, it looks like. Didn't do a lot of bleeding. So it's probably still got full move. And now it's above us, but can't get down. I guess it can jump down through a hole. Great, so that didn't really help anybody. Alright, this turn we're going to start with Charlie. Charlie, you need to throw a grenade in there. I think that's going to be to here. If only you could get there and still run away. Maybe here? And then I'd really like to get a flame grenade on this. I'm not sure they're vulnerable to fire, but hopefully this does a little shred. Nope. Burning 20 with a tiny bit of shred. So yeah, burning is not really going to affect these guys too much because they don't move around, unfortunately. Okay. Jen, I think we're going to get you up here in a position to run down and shoot next turn. And Tyzok, we're going to get you maybe way over here. Hopefully you're blocked by the stairs from its pulse. Eileen, I want you as far away as possible also. Probably should have recovered your will. You're gonna be, like, panicking, aren't you? Crap.
What's needed?
For Berserker, you're just gonna have to run in and start wailing. Hopefully somebody can head up behind you and heal you, but no promises. Yeah, you've got a buddy here who can heal you. And yeah, the rest of you guys, I want you running in here and getting ready to shoot next turn. We're gonna have to open with everything we got. I hope that it can't do 2 viral pulses in a row, since it did one last turn. What are the chances? Pretty bad, actually. It's probably gonna destroy us. Jen, wait, where's Mist? Mist is on the roof. Didn't quite do enough to take that thing out. But we're gonna run a little forward so we have a better shot next turn. Jen, it really wants me to move you. I think if I keep you right above Tyzok, you'll be fine. I'm not really sure what the range on that thing is. Jen, Tyzok, Mist,
No choice but to keep going.
Eileen, and Charlie all in there. We have this Berserker who can... Actually, we need to take out this Arthron still, so why don't you start running toward it? And then... what do we have here? This Assault can't go anywhere, this Berserker can't go anywhere. And this Assault probably shouldn't go anywhere. Let's see if it takes us all out with the pulse. Hard to tell. It doesn't look like we're running away. Look, I got 2 shots, but missed his... did hit his second one. I thought I missed. And a shield deploy. Myrmidon's coming down. Ouch. Right above us. Probably going to do a bite. Didn't think it was in range. Okay, bit Tyzok in the leg. She's gonna be fine. And in the arm. She's doing okay. I got Berserker first. Damn, you're not quite close enough for a hammer. But you could stomp. That's gonna hit him. That will do dazing target of shock value is greater than his hit points. His hit points are pretty high. What is the shock value of your stomp? Does it say? Doesn't seem to say how much shock it does. That's annoying. I guess I'll never know unless you do it, right? Do or die, buddy. Oh, it did say it. 200. Okay. It said it on
What was that?
the button right there. 200. Okay. Just enough to daze that guy. Daze means he only gets 1 action point, I think. So he's probably still gonna shoot us. Well, maybe it takes more than 1 to shoot your machine gun. Okay.
Yes.
Up here, we've got Tyzok. Tyzok's going to go into rapid clearance mode. And she's going to start blasting.
Oh shit.
Okay, that was a free shot there, so she's taken no actions yet. And if she stands here, she can see it. So
On it.
She's going to take one more shot, which is pathetic in how little damage that does, and then she's going to run back up because she seemed to be out of range of its blast radius there. Jen gets shot from here, so Jen is going to do a similar move where we run down, use a quick aim. I should have used a mark for death also. Will points for quick aim is 3, so we're going to do quick aim because we really don't want Jen to die.
Must focus.
Focus everything you got and shoot it right in the eye.
Enemy still active.
And then run back to where you were because that seemed to be safe. Okay, mist upstairs. I don't know, mist. I'm thinking if you're here, maybe you get a shot. It's hard to say.
Moving as fast
there.
as I can.
And just maybe next turn we'll do Warcry for now. That hits it. Warcry not super effective, honestly. Action points reduced to 2, not quite as good as a daze, but it's also burning, so I can't complain too much. Citizen Eileen, you're gonna go after this Anu Assault Trooper. Anu Assault Trooper. If you run in there and blast, you're gonna die. You can hit it from here. Alright, it's steadily taking damage. Missed, hold tight. And then Eileen, you could run and shoot, but you're gonna be in the radius, so I'm gonna have you recover here. And then Charlie, you do have a couple crossbow shots. They're not gonna be that valuable. But damage is damage, right? Let's try to save you 1 point to move out of there. Okay, and then we have another assault. This guy's got a damaged head, but he's doing okay. He's gonna move to the ground floor here. Might be in range of the virus from here, but it's worth taking putting the damage on it. And then let's see, can you jump in and swing your hammer? That's always the question. It doesn't look like it. Looks like you're going to sit here for a hammer shot next turn. And let's see what we get. That thing hopefully doesn't do anything. Arthron Tyrant is dazed. Doesn't get to do anything. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna smash this turret. First things.
Looks dangerous.
Probably should have dazed it again. Didn't have to. Great. Alright, and then start heading in to see if you can help us with the cleanup. Let's bring in your berserk friend, step 1. It looks like he has a hammer shot from here. And maybe it's a one-shot type of deal. Thump. It's dazed. I like it. I think that means the rest of us can move in with impunity, but
I'm listening.
you know, we will try to play it safe. Or daredevilly, as she likes to do. And is this a kill? I think it was. Very nice. Tyzok with the cleanup. Well done, Tyzok. $240 total experience game, 4 points in the skill pool. Everybody's max level. You know how it is. Hey, while we load into the Geoscape, let me take this time to say thanks for watching, and please do remember to click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment to boost my engagement. Thanks so much. Haven saved Kuara. You have successfully defeated all hostile forces. The leader of the Haven is grateful for your help. +8 attitude for Anu, +15 for the locals. good tech, good materials, and good food reward. We're actually sitting on a bundle of resources. We also got some research shared with Anu. Advanced melee weapons, finally, through experimentation with different melee weapons and offensive and defensive techniques adapted from a variety of existing close quarters combat styles. A new set of melee weapons has been developed. We also finally unlocked the Anu Priest class, or they shared our research with it, so we can continue to research it possibly. The Anu Priest, technically called the Hyrus of the Prophet of the Dead God, is supposed to be an extension of the will of the Exalted, guiding and protecting the people in her name. To this end, they have been granted sacred forms of mutation and various holy powers, such as the ability to control the minds of the weak and to manipulate the mist. However, underneath the religious terminology lies an ingenious combination of advanced tech and specialized training put together by the Exalted and her closest advisor, Taxiarch Nurgle. We now have a complete understanding of the methods involved in training this class of soldiers, and can apply them as necessary. Finally, we have fungal food production. Would have been nice early in the early game, but we're not going to learn to make fungus this late in the game. A new breed of crops has been developed based on a highly modified version of the fungi used in the traditional Anu method of transubstantiating the bodies of the dead in the fields of transubstantiation. Capable of thriving in nearly any conditions, the new fungal crops are capable of producing virus-free nutrition in large quantities. The fungi will also prove useful in improving our own food output. Weapon-wise, we're still building Irina's sniper rifle. We have a bunch of grenades already in the queue, and we're going to add our new magazines and a purification grenade. There we go. So let's do our final bits of the geoscape here. Advanced melee weapons. That's a must. We have a bunch of other things to list first, or list also, but we're gonna put that at the top of the queue, right behind Berserker class, which is almost done. We'll put the Priest class at the bottom and fungal food production at the bottom. We're not necessarily that interested in those. Could have captured an acid worm there, but I failed that, so we'll skip the rest. Manufacturing wise, we have one more set of armor, and I think that's the last set for all of our troops to be fully armored. Still making a bunch of grenades, and then we have some new laser weapons in the bottom of the queue. Visiting personnel. Charlie was in this fight. He did a great job, didn't take any damage. There's not really much we need to do for you. You've got all the gear you require. Citizen Eileen did awesome as well. Decoy might be wise to get her, or surprise attack. How do we not have surprise attack for you yet? I guess sneak attack is the important one, so never mind. Strongman, self-defense specialist, and quarterback. Of all of these, maybe we'll give you quarterback, but before we do that, we're going to finish maxing out your strength and willpower. Right now you have 21. That's a strength point, if I ever saw one. Moving on, we have Tyzok. Tyzok picked up 14 points from that fight. She is also going to be boosting strength. We'd also like to get Tyzok a melee weapon, and maybe give you a secondary class in Berserk at some point. Right now we don't have any melee weapons to choose from, so simple enough. Mist. Mist is still getting some basics. Maybe we'll make Mist a infiltrator at some point. Right now, going to boost willpower because Mist is still a little bit low on willpower. Items wise, you're fine. Jen did a fantastic job. Only picked up 10 points though. Jen could probably use a grenade. Jen could definitely use Vanish, but honestly Vanish hasn't really been panning out for us, so I think it's best here to just borrow a point and raise your strength 1. And that was the whole team. We also have Scooby to take a look at. I think Scooby took a little bit of damage, so we might, yeah, 660 out of 900. Probably want to send you back to a base. There's a clear scavenging site here and a base nearby way over here. Phoenix Avionics. We also have Phoenix Alpha here, which is bringing up a radar at 85% complete. And look at this, we have a new Synedrian that looks like they have tech. That's a tech trade. Fantastic. A new place to go trade for tech. We're going to send these guys home for now. They've been doing a lot of fighting. They're going to go take a rest and get Scooby fixed. Scooby is in the carrier with them, so they'll all head home. Over here, we're doing exploration with the C team, I believe, in the gift. We can actually take a look at them because I believe they're the ones, among others, I guess, who need armor. The gift is... well, actually, maybe it's the people at Phoenix Avionics who need armor. We've got Robert Chilleri O'Brien, Akira Arcblade Canada, who is already outfitted, although that weapon is not the greatest. We have Sven. Sven needs armor. Sven is the armor that's in production. Chilleri here can benefit from some heavy armor, which we've made already. We'll outfit you if you ever go on a mission. And then the other two are T Ripper. Ripper is actually hanging out alone in Chariot doing resource gathering. We have 76 out of, I believe we need 128. I'll go check that in a second. But no armor. No armor, no weapon. Let's get you some outfit, buddy. At the very least, you should be carrying a Mercy and maybe some ammo for it. Maybe a med kit, maybe a grenade. You know, minimal outfit for someone who's hanging out all alone. We'll also give you a clarity module just to make you feel safe, although those things don't appear to do anything, honestly, if you ask me. Final personnel, I think the only other person who's waiting for armor is Zaras, and that armor is currently at the top of the queue. So let's take a look at our remaining troops. We have the A-team sitting way down here at Phoenix Point 1, our very first base, which was destroyed or taken over, so we had to sacrifice it. The plan here is to send you guys to the corrupted area up here at this Pandoran lair, which is the corrupted lair, hopefully ending our corruption quest chain finally. We also want to send you guys way up here to Upgraded, which is just going to be a reward for a mission we did earlier, but it's worth sending you there. For now though, you guys are doing our best to get you healed. We're gonna just let the game run a bit while you try to heal. Finish our research. We did get the Berserker class research there finally. That'll hopefully let us start adding Berserk to some of our units once we get some points for them. Right now, the main candidate for that is Sophia. She would love to be a Berserker here. I don't think she has the points. 34, it's possible we could do it. I'll think about it. Maybe we'll do it when we start next time. For now, we're going to leave her as is. I'm not sure why research says we have something to look at there. Or manufacturing? Did we pick up something new when we unlocked Berserker? I didn't think so. There was something. Ah, right. The new weapons. We definitely want the Matic of the Ancients, but the only one we can actually, the only melee weapon we can actually make right now is Marduk's Fist. We're gonna throw, I guess, one of those in the queue. The rest of the stuff, not so much. The other thing I wanted to look at was how much is the Rebuke? Because we're getting close to being able to make a Rebuke, and it's in here somewhere, right? Things are so hard to find. The Rebuke is a grenade launcher. We need 125 mutane, protean mutane. We have 76. This should be going up soon, though, because we are just about to finish archaeology labs. I guess just about is a stretch. They're still a day away. We should be getting bonus mutane once those are finished. Let's keep watching time pass here. And look at our exploration site. Buried treasure. Our operatives have discovered something of a treasure trove in an old underground lab full of functional tech. Unfortunately, the structural integrity of the facility is severely compromised. Deep cracks in the walls suggest collapse is imminent. It would be possible to reinforce the facility to buy us enough time to retrieve all the tech, but it would be costly. So we're going to spend 50 materials to pick up 190 tech. That seems like a good deal to me. Not the greatest deal maybe, but pretty good. Well, that was 3 to 1 actually. That was a really good deal. These guys will head out to our... Actually, who is this? That's trade. Tenuous is doing trade here. That means we were trading materials for food. No, we were trading tech for food. 2 for 12, that's a good deal. And then we were going to send you off to another tech haven over there. The exploration site. We also have a mission available here, the Scorpion. That's yet another one of the ancient weapons. Not sure where we're going next, honestly. I guess these guys are going to continue exploring the Scout, and they're accompanied by the gift. Of course, the gift is going to go with them. Okay. And meanwhile, we're watching the Manticore to see if these guys heal. So we're waiting for the healing on Aphid, really, is the time we're waiting for. And we'll do an exploration, a trade. There is nothing to trade for here, unfortunately, so that was a wasted trip. Let's check these other ones. Maybe we should have gone to one of these other ones. No tech there. No tech there. We will send you down to that tech at the bottom, since there's no tech to trade for at any of these other ones. Let's send you all the way here. Do that trade. And keep an eye on the Mastermind Core here as these people heal. I should actually... I'm kind of making the assumption that there is a medical center here, but there isn't. So we're not really waiting for them to heal. That's just foolish. What we're waiting for is for Aphid to heal. Aphid's got 504 of 700 damage. So if I let this advance for a couple minutes... That's everybody arriving back at this base here. Phoenix Avionics. Phoenix Avionics is where Scooby's going to get repaired and people in the inaccessible heal. This one actually does have a medical center, so they will be healing. But what we're watching for here is whether Aphid got repaired. So she was at 502. I don't think she's getting repaired there. Thought all you needed for... never mind, it's the vehicle bay is under repair. Okay, this has been a waste of time. We do have another base up this way, which has a vehicle bay. We can get them repaired there. And we have another one here. Vehicle bay and medical bay, so we could send them there. So what I'm going to do is they're going to head up here, pick up the rewards.
Construction complete.
And then they'll head back down. We got nothing at that exploration site. There was at least one more, so we're going to keep moving toward that. Scout there, and Gift will go with. And then let's keep an eye on Masked Manticore here. But advanced melee weapons are done. Through experimentation with different melee weapons and offensive and defensive techniques adapted from a variety of existing close quarters combat styles, a new set of melee weapons has been developed. We found the Scion of Sharur and Dagon's Tooth. So Dagon's Tooth is a melee weapon that does a lot of bleed, 140 damage, 50 bleed, versus, and it takes 2 action points, versus The Scion of Shurer, low damage, good piercing, some virus damage, also takes 2 action points. So honestly, I'm thinking the non-advanced melee weapon still sounds best. Marduk's Fist, which does 200 shock damage plus 160. Like, the advanced weapons are actually like not as good, in my opinion, as Marduk's Fist. They may have their niche uses, I guess. Bleed could come in handy sometimes. Looking back at Inaccessible, we're waiting for you guys to heal, honestly. So let's keep our eye on you. Research is finishing. 13 hours left for the archaeology lab. This is an exploration we can start.
The Jericho Haven is under attack.
Alright, and we have a haven under attack. That's on the other side of the world, and it just so happens to be right near where you guys are. I guess what we want to do is divert, so let's keep an eye on that. We uncovered botulism exploration site. Our operatives to sit down outside an abandoned supermarket. There might be supplies here that we can use. We will search the site. Most of the fresh and frozen food rotted years ago, but there are still shelves full of canned goods. Some of these may still be edible. Our operatives have gathered up whatever they can. 90 food. Not bad. One more exploration site for you guys to move to. And we'll send the gift along with you. Up here at Phoenix Avionics, the Inaccessible, we're still waiting for healing, but it's pretty close. And then way over on the other side of the world, this Anu Haven's actually holding out. So we'll continue to our target, but maybe turn around and help there as soon as possible. Almost got this trade here. That was a construction of... I completely missed what that construction complete. Research lab. Okay, so we finished some research lab. That means our research should finish sooner. We do have 7 research labs now, 6 manufacturing labs. I'm not sure why we were, or when we started making that research lab. It must have been a long time ago. Fungal crisis in Ginsburg. When the Tenuous arrives at Ginsburg, our operatives encounter a crisis situation. An unknown fungus has been found growing inside the haven. The local scientists are extremely alarmed, and everyone is doing their best to figure out how bad the situation is. We can offer scientific assistance for 20 tech. After a great deal of hard work, the growth is isolated and removed. It turns out to be a highly mutated strain of Aromathecium gossipii. Wow. Aromathecium gossipii, which could have caused severe damage to the haven's crops. How it infiltrated the haven remains unknown, but the inhabitants are deeply thankful for our help. Snedrian is pleased. Great. Still exploring there. We're going to do a trade here. Trading 4 tech, 8 for 2. Bring it on. Now we can head back north to trade with... so much Anu. We're going to head back north up here to trade with these guys. Because 2 for 12 tech for materials will get us back on track. That exploration is still going. The healing is just about finished here, and then back on the other side of the world. This haven is almost done. I think we're going to reach this first. Nothing found at that exploration site after several hours waste. There's one more here in Australia. We will definitely send them there. Gift first, and then they are accompanied by a scout. And I believe our healing was finished there as well. So it's now time to decide what we're doing with the Inaccessible. Inaccessible, you're on the wrong side of the world to help, honestly. You guys have really done everything you can. I guess there's a couple sites up here we could head to. Maybe on our way toward the Scorpion. But really, we just need you guys to find more sites. Let's head to the unexplored site here. We'll bring Carrier with you with Scooby. You guys can explore that. And then we will keep an eye on the other side of the world. There we go. Upgraded Dustwood. When our operatives inform R.D. Wood of their success, his cybernetic eye glows with appreciation. He smiles to reveal his new titanium tongue. His teeth are bright and sharp. Excellent. Our transformation will continue, he says. You know, the disciples of Anu almost got it right. We can be perfected, but not through biology, not through the Pandora virus. No, the future will be forged, and I will create the new humanity. Oh, don't you love the apocalypse? All the old crud has been swept away, and now nothing stands in our way. We have some friends who we eliminated, some cybernetic friends who we eliminated, who may beg to differ. You think I'm mad? Of course, I don't hold it against you. In a sense, I am. I have moved so far outside the constraining box of conventional wisdom that my actions cannot seem mad, but one day you will understand. When you have a new brain and new eyes and a spine of steel, then you will see what I can see. And then, when there are many like me, perhaps I will be less alone. Alright, choking fit over. Let's head over this way.
Construction complete. Research complete.
Advanced paralyzing weapons. A new generation of paralytic grenades has been created, implementing breakthroughs in neuromuscular transmission blocking and improvements in our dispersion technology. Additionally, a modified long-distance rifle that uses paralytic rounds has been developed using the same tech. Athena NS2 Synedrian Neural Sniper Rifle. Cool, a new paralyzing system that only does 16 paralysis per shot and takes 3 action points. That seems really underpowered. Our paralyzing pistol fire with 1 shot and do 7 paralysis, so that definitely seems like it could be balanced better. That's okay, let's keep sending them this way. Hopefully we're in time to save that haven.
Haven is under attack.
And we got a new one under attack on the other side of the world. Right next to the chariot. That's interesting. So I guess that is where the B team is headed after all. Chariot or carrier can turn around and help them. We'll head over there, and then on the other side of the world here, we're just in time to save the haven under attack. So join us next time where we complete this mission. It looks like the attacking strength of the Pandorans is really low, so that'll be a nice change of pace and easy mission. We'll do that, and this one next turn, it looks like. We'll also have the A-Team head back down to the Corrupted Lair, so look forward to that in a couple of episodes. Hopefully you've been enjoying this. This has been Corknut playing Phoenix Point. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to leave a like, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.